Joao Pedro to score on his Albion debut. Smartly done from Pedro. He beats Kaminski for a debut goal, and Albion have a 2-goal cushion on opening day. Now Lamptey down the left-hand side. Look at the space again as Lamptey drives into the area. He's got so many to pick out. Pedro's there! Perfection from Pedro! A sublime finish from the substitute. The Albion lead 3-0 at Old Trafford, and they're running away with it. The space for Lamptey. Had all the time in the world to pick out his man, and that is caressed into the corner from Joao Pedro. A quite brilliant finish. Joao Pedro, a picture of concentration. Pedro steps up and slides it in. Albion's first ever goal in Europe, scored by Joao Pedro. Pedro, stuttered run up. Pedro, perfect from the spot again. Albion level for a second time. Pedro against Lopez. Pedro, he doesn't miss from the spot. Clinical. Pedro again, and Albion on course for their first points ever in Europe.
And once more the Seagulls fans find their voice. They know this would be an excellent time to score just before half-time, and maybe Mitoma will do just that. Mitoma! Save! It's in! Joao Pedro does it! But at the heart of it, once again, it's the main man, Mitoma. Skips infield, gets the shot off. Ramai gets something on it, but not enough to prevent Joao Pedro from poking home.
Forest defending very deep. Gross with another chance to pick across, and that's well picked, brilliantly picked out by Pedro. Oh, that is some header to find the net from there. Gross has been afforded far too much time on that side, and this time he does pick out his man. One glance up, that is absolutely wonderful from Gross, and the header even better from Pedro. Anthony Taylor makes Pedro wait. Pedro against Lakodimos. Stuttered run up, penalty perfection once again from Pedro to give Albion a 2-goal cushion. He is so calm from the spot, never in doubt. Milner whips across and is there. Brighton do have a goal back. Milner whipped it across. Robert Sanchez couldn't save that one. Joao Pedro gets across his man and gets on the score sheet yet again. That's a brilliant header. Pedro against Stankovic. Ice in his veins. Pedro simply doesn't miss from the spot, and Brighton go absolutely crazy in Athens. Lallana, Gross, great ball for Pedro, it's opened up, Pedro! Albion were not to be denied! Top spot within Brighton's grasp, thanks to the Europa League top scorer Joao Pedro, who does it again on European night.
Joao Pedro, penalty, you know the rest. Perfect from the spot this season, perfect from the spot in this one. Rolled into the bottom left, and Brighton Hove Albion are 2-0 up and cruising on home soil against Tottenham Hotspur. It's Joao Pedro, it's 4, and the Albion are waltzing their way towards a famous home victory over Tottenham Hotspur. They are in scintillating form at the Amex.
Gross. Another turn. Another block. Van Hecke now. Continued his run. Gross. In towards Joao Pedro! Astonishing stuff. So many passes in the build-up to it, and they restore their lead. Magical header from the Brazilian. Block comes in, as we've seen so many times this afternoon, comes back to Gross, on a plate for Joao Pedro, pinpoint accurate, bottom left corner, Stoke 2, Brighton 3. Little over 10 minutes of the 90 remain. That's a good run and collection from Van Hecke. He's continued his run. Van Hecke could be in. Joao Pedro is in the middle. Lays it off for Joao Pedro again! Oh, it's exquisite from the Seagulls. Links up so well with Gross. Just continues his run. Joao Pedro times his run nicely. And he's on hand for his second of the afternoon. And his 15th of the season, Joao Pedro.
Never in doubt. It never is when Joao Pedro is stood over the top of it. Buried in the bottom left. And the Seagulls with a commanding 2-goal advantage. It's Joao Pedro, and the Seagulls are back in front at Bramall Lane. Make that 13 English penalties converted without error. Van Hecke to Joao Pedro on a hat-trick, and he's found it. Joao Pedro slams it home for his first Albion hat-trick. A sublime goal, lashed into the corner from just outside the penalty area, and Brighton Hove Albion with their fourth, perhaps to try and seal this one.
For Pedro, instant control. Welbeck charges forward. Pedro drives in field. Oh, what a flick! What a goal this could be! What a goal it is! Sumptuous combination. Pedro counts out the goals in front of the North Stand. His first of the afternoon, Albion's fourth, and they have put this derby day to bed. It was wonderful from Welbeck and Pedro. All Crystal Palace can do is sit and admire. Pedro calmly waits. Shuffled run up, and it's saved, but Pedro with the rebound tucks it away. Joao Pedro back on the score sheet.